seafood, but the boating mentor of mine, Bill Weiss, I always jump at the opportunity to go lobster fishing with him. He taught me everything I know about lobsters, whether it's off Catalina or here in San Diego, and it's always a lot of fun, and people really enjoy them. Thanks for the update for the Bay Area, Jeff, and you always remind me about the antenna net you host every Friday evening on the Papa system, and which makes me always want to remind everybody that if anyone has the capability or knows someone who might be interested or maybe heading to Hawaii, we're looking for a offshore launching delivery of a local high school, San Diego High School, Carmel High School, ham radio club, ocean buoy that leverages WhisperNet to track its progress across the Pacific, and they're always shooting for a drop-off about 100 nautical miles off anywhere off of Southern California. Feel free to reach out to me, WA70R, through QRZ if you know of anyone. Thanks, Jeff. Next we have a call sign ending in Mike Romeo Whiskey. Sorry, I missed the first part. Call sign ending in MRW, WA7ER. Good morning.
Yeah, QSO, KC2MRW, QTH is Montgomery, Alabama. I think I finally got the hotspot issue stuff figured out. My bit error rate is staying pretty good and stuff. I think it was MFDVM board that I was using before. Nice day here in Montgomery. It's about 80, mostly cloudy, and yeah, I can't complain. I've had a 4-day stretch of days off from my job. I have to go back into work tomorrow at midnight. And yeah, just kind of relaxing here on this pretty decent Sunday.
Well, thanks for coming in all the way from Montgomery, Alabama. It was such a great boating grounds in Alabama. My closest friend here in San Diego sailing is former Commodore Mike Dorgan here at the San Diego Yacht Club, who grew up sailing out of Alabama. And so Alabama produces a lot of fantastic sailors there, and a great history there with the ports, especially the pilots that get all the big ships there into that main port there. But at any rate, thanks so much for coming in, and be safe out there at work, and hope you survive the cold front there. But you're sounding pretty good. Sounds like you're coming in through a P25 node there. Is that right? Back to you.
Yep. Yeah, QSO P25 using a Raspberry Pi hotspot and Motorola XTS 5000 radio.
Well, that's working well for you this morning. Well, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and thanks for coming into the Southern California Boaters Net here on the Papa system. I got your call sign there. It's Kilo Charlie 2 Mike Romeo Whiskey. All right, that's all I have so far here, so feel free to come down with your call sign to check into the Southern California Boaters Net here on the Papa system. I'm WA7ER.
Kilo November.
Tango Hotel Oscar in Pasadena.
K6 ESC, Mike Papa 7.
All right, well, I think there's a pile up there a little bit. I think I heard LA Yacht Club, so I'm assuming K6LYC. We'll get started with you. K6LYC WA7ER.
I'm actually not in the station, K60KC. I don't know, one of our other members might be down there. But good morning to the net, and thank you, Carlos, as always.
Okay, great. Yeah, I got you. I think you must have said LA Yacht Club. I didn't hear the call sign there. So thanks for coming in. How are things going there at the new shack? Back to you.
Well, we are temporarily patching walls. Temporarily stages. We're patching walls and maintaining, trying to fix some of the holes and things we made in the walls, and that's coming along well. And talking about fundraising to get a couple HF radios installed, and that's kind of where we're at.
All right, well, sounds like you still have some work cut out for you there, but congrats again on just getting any space whatsoever to set up shop there at the club. It's exciting news, and we look forward to coming by to visit and help out. Thanks for the check-in. Next, I think it might have been Ed. I heard Pasadena in that pile-up. If that was you, Ed, I look forward to hearing from you. KB6THO, I think, WA7ER.
WA7ER, KB6 Tango Hotel Oscar. Yes, it is Ed in Pasadena, coming to you through Pleasance Peak, Papa 22. It's a beautiful 57 degrees here, clear skies in Pasadena. We're supposed to get some wind a little later today, so no real water to sail on here, so maybe we'll send it on down your way so you can make some good use of it. Just cleaning up the galley after getting the Admiral some breakfast, and apparently on the list is looking at laminate flooring, so I am just very excited about that. Hi. Anyways, thank you so much for doing the net. I think I shall finish my chores and enjoy the rest. WA7ER, KB6THO. Thanks, Carlos.
And I think I doubled.
All right, whoever just followed there, we'll get you here in a second. I didn't catch your check-in. So give us a second to get to you. We'll get to KJ6 ENC next, and then I'll open it back up. Well, thanks, Ed, for the check-in. And Pasadena's been front and center stage with JPL landing on the moon, on Mars. So maybe there's some buzz around Pasadena, but congrats to the Jet Propulsion Labs and NASA. Last on the list is KJ6ENC. KJ6ENC WA7ER. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Mike, Papa 11. I missed your preamble this morning, Carlos, but I wanted to report that San Diego Yacht Club is hosting, once again, the Kelly Hansen Nude Regatta, which stands for North American Offshore One Design Regatta. So far, we have 66 entries. That will be held the weekend of March 19th through 21st. Entries, they don't close, but after March 8th, there's a $50 late fee. So if you're so inclined, get your entry in now. It's on the San Diego Yacht Club website, and also if you were to just Google Kelly Hansen Nude Regatta, NOOD, you could sign up. That's my report.
Yeah, I think my last Mount Gay rum hat came from a nude regatta a few years ago, and it's probably faux pas to bring up politics, but these hats are super red and maybe the exact same color as the Make America Great Again hats. And anyway, I love my Mount Gay hats, racing hats that you get when you participate in a Mount Gay rum sponsored regatta. And I was bombarded with negative comments at the grocery store wearing that hat. so I guess I wonder if people are going to be less inclined to wear their Mount Gay rum hats. I continue to wear mine loud and proud. But thanks for the update, Mike. I was curious if you heard any details about the Islands race, which I don't recall SDYC sponsoring before, but it was in this week's local notice to mariners that SDYC partnered up with Newport Harbor Yacht Club to sponsor that, and the finish line is San Diego Bay. Any background on how that happened? Back to you.
Short answer is no. I just bring it up on the computer now. Yes, it starts in Los Angeles at, I think Long Beach Yacht Club is the sponsor. It does finish at the, my understanding is it finishes at SD1, but I would have to get a clarification on that. I don't think it's this weekend. No, it is it's next week, March 5 and 6. So March 5 and 6. But San Diego Yacht Club and the Los Angeles Area Yacht Club are co-sponsors, okay?
All right, Michael, thanks so much. And maybe most importantly, you cleared up what NUDE stood for as an acronym. A nude regatta is always exciting, but less exciting than people may think. All right, next, whoever I missed,
do have another comment.
in the last check-in.
Due to the COVID regulations, the parties and the social activities that are associated with all the previous regattas will not happen this year. So it's going to be a very, very quiet affair. As far as the hats are concerned, I've got red hats, nude hats, well, not nude hats, but Mount Gay hats that go all the way back to the America's Cup races that were held here in San Diego. So I've got a collection of just under 40 hats. So, but they're all very, very, very red. Check in.
Well, maybe we'll have to create a museum of Mount Gay rum hats and showcase yours. You probably have the best maintained collection here in Southern California. Thanks so much, Mike. Greatly appreciated. And we'll open it back up to check-ins here on the Southern California Boaters Net. Sorry if we missed you before. And hopefully you'll come back to check in with your call sign here again. Please come now with your call sign. This is WA7DR.
Thank you, Carlos. This is Kilo November 6 Alpha Papa Oscar, Ron on Papa 4 in West Los Angeles. And I'm wearing a hat right now. It's a 6X Stetson, middle gray.
All right, Ron, well, I got you there. KN6 Alpha Papa Oscar APO. Great to hear from you here on the Boaters Net. And Stetson hat sounds wonderful and with a style that never ages. Thanks for the check-in, Ron. Anybody else would like to check in? Please come down with your call sign. This is WA7ER.
Carlos, could I mention one other thing, please?
Hey, yeah, sorry to rush there. Go ahead.
I just wanted to let everyone listening on the Papa system know that we are having a safety fair on March 7th. That's a week from today, from 11 to 4. This year it's a virtual fair for obvious reasons. Anyone who wants to register, if you register 2 weeks afterward, we're going to be giving away bags with all sorts of really cool emergency stuff in it. And you can register by going to safetyfair.org, clicking on the box that says register here. That will take you to Eventbrite where you can register and get your ticket, and it is free as long as you are a human on planet Earth. And 6APO back to net, and thank you.
Oh, thanks, Ron. Can you repeat the website? I'm not sure I captured that. I heard safetyshare.org. Back to you.
Well, thank you for asking. It's safetyfair, FAIR.org, KN6APO to net.
All right. I think we copied that. Safetyfair, FAIR.org. Well, thanks so much, Ron. And hopefully we can spark some registration activity for that's free for all humans on planet Earth. So thanks, Ron. All right, we'll open up the Southern California Boaters Net here on the Papa system to anyone, anywhere. Look forward to hearing from you. Please come now with your call sign. This is WA7ER.
EC6ARY.
KM6 FEP.
KK6 LMC.
All right, well, thanks for the orderly check-ins there. First up is Kim. Good morning. KC6ARY, WA7ER.
Good morning, Carlos and Annette, and fantastic to be joining you again on Sunday morning from Malibu. There is good wind still blowing here. We had a little fire that was put out in Civic Center this morning, 3 to 4 acres at 5 a.m. in these winds, and so that was a bit of an early wake-up call for me. We've got beautiful dark ocean this morning with lots of white caps. We can see the container ships going by, and Catalina is barely visible through that far haze on the bluff tops here. So just enjoying the ocean and enjoying the net, and thank you, Carlos, and the rest of the contributors to the net this morning. KC6ARY.
Well, top of the morning to you and your admiral there. I always look forward to your check-ins with your view out to Santa Barbara Island and Catalina Island. It's an impressive view you have there. So it's great to hear what's going on from that angle. Thanks for the check-in, Cam. Greatly appreciate it. Next is KM6FEP. Good morning, Commodore.
Good morning, Carlos and the net. Here in Camarillo this morning, we're experiencing one of the better wind events we've had. I was looking at my Apple Watch, and it's blowing sustained 30 in the next hour to 37, and doesn't start to die down until 1 o'clock at 29.
Sounds like a perfect day for laser sailing if you weigh 300 pounds. Back to you.
Yeah, and see, you say that because we do have an open ocean race this afternoon at 1 o'clock. But I'm kind of trying to do the mature thing. I got the vaccine shot yesterday, and I'm not feeling 100%. So I'm thinking before I go out in a windstorm, I might just become a spectator today.
Yeah, 30 knots sustained sounds like a lot for a sail. You can't really reef too well. So look forward to hearing about everybody getting up on a plane there. The downwind run will be exciting, and great to hear you got your shot and are still among the living. Well, thanks for the update, Phil. Anything else for the net? Back to you.
No, not today. Just enjoying a quiet day, and the winds are supposed to drift down by the time the race starts. So I think it's going to be a beautiful day out there. So thanks for doing the net. I love hearing this every weekend.
Well, thanks for making the net so interesting, Phil. Next we have KK6LMC, Carolyn, the voice of the Papa system. Good morning.
Morning, Carlos, and to everybody out there on the net this morning. Very, very windy here, about 35 miles an hour. It started up late last night, and I think it's supposed to get out of here by 3 or 4 o'clock today. So not too much damage out there. It doesn't look like. I picked up a few things already, but it's looking a little bit better, hopefully. And we were up at Ventura Harbor on Thursday afternoon, and got our favorite fish and chips there at the Brophy Brothers place. They have an outdoor patio set up, so there's some that's out in front, and then some on the lower level, and then the upstairs level of the restaurant, and everything's open. You know, it's all open doors and everything to, you know, the air out there, and a great view from this area. And so we had to wait about 20 minutes, and then we got a really good table at the very back of the patio, so we weren't real close to anybody. So it's really, you know, safe and everything, and you've got the open air blowing in, and but just really scenic there. And I think you've been there before, or anybody out there, I'd recommend. There's so many good restaurants and fun places to get drinks and ice cream and all kinds of good stuff up there. So that was enjoyable. And let's see, I'll give a Purdy report. Purdy's having green beans and sorry, Bob was coughing. He's having an egg quesadilla right now. I think it is. I'm not sure. Anyway, the birds eating green beans and tangerines this morning, Carlos. Green beans and tangerines. Who would think, you know? But I think he's finishing up with that. And that's about all I have for today. Did a little gardening yesterday. It was real nice yesterday, but a little too windy to be hanging outside too much today. But just sort of quiet, really, this weekend. Quiet weekend. And I'll throw it back to you, Carlos. I hope you and your family are well. And I'd love to hear what kind of plans you have for the weekend, too. If you want to come back with that, that'd be great to share something with all of us, what you've got going on today. KK6LMC, 732, everybody out there on the net. And have a fun day today.
Well, thanks for such great check-ins, Carolyn. We get such a great view, a glimpse into your guys' world there, especially Purdy's world, which is so fun. The mascot of the Boaters Net, at least, if not the Papa system. And our weekend is also a little quiet. Our boys are up at their Nana and Papa Joe's up in Ramona doing some hiking and bike riding and stuff. And the interesting things animals eat brings to mind our tiny dog and the interesting food that she eats. We're shocked that she loves lettuce and carrots and some other veggies. She gets more excited about that than, maybe as excited as a steak or something. So it's great. Purdy's enjoying his Sunday brunch. And with tangerines being in season, maybe he's eating homegrown tangerines. We're enjoying our homegrown tangerines here in San Diego. So thanks, Carolyn. And that's all we have so far. So anybody else who'd like to check in, we look forward to hearing from you here on the Southern California Boaters Net. Please come now with your call sign to check in.
Whiskey 6, Charlie, Juliet, X-ray, Bob and Camarillo.
Commodore of the Papa System, W6CJX. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Carlos, and everyone on the. I have to always change from evening to morning. Is that too many morning nets? And how did we luck out? We're the Commodore of the Papa System, and we have the mascot of the Voters Net. So very cool. I think we're doing well here. Just a couple quick announcements, and I'll make them real brief. Just to throw it out there, the next Zoom meeting will be March 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and it's going to be all about P25. Learn about P25, what radios are available, programming, code flux, reflectors, and more. We'll also talk about P25 repeaters that Papa has installed and how they link them together. So, sounds like a great next virtual meeting. So that'll be on the 20th March. Also in March, we've got the Last Man Standing coming up from the Last Man Standing Amateur Radio Club, the K86LMS. And there'll be, everyone's joining in together for this special event to kick off the last of Last Man Standing. Sad that the show is coming to an end after 9 great seasons, but it's, you know, the ratings are amazing. So they've done really, really well. And I'm pretty sure Tim's working on another project, so in fact, I know he is. Anyway, all that information is on the website, so that's why I'd like to read everything to you, but there's a great link and a great promo video that was done. Click that promo video. It kind of sums everything up. It's kind of a contest, so it'll run from the 24th through the 30th, all hours of the day, all modes. It's just going to be crazy, so it should be a lot of fun. Other than that, let me read that. Other than that, still trying to get reservations for the hand camp, so I'll leave it at that. They're still not releasing anything. It says come back July. The day of month before we would go, and so we may not know until maybe the day before, the month before, or whatever. So if we're got reservations or not, it doesn't look like they're releasing them. They're being real conservative. I think in case there's another lockdown, they don't have to do a massive refunding to everybody again. So we'll see how it goes. Play it by ear. Hopefully that'll pull it off this year. And we're going to try everything we can for that. Other than that, everything else is good here. So I'll send it back to you. Great net. Thanks again for doing it. And always a pleasure to have my coffee and an egg and cheese quesadilla on a little mini flour tortillas. They come in just the perfect size for an egg and not too many calories. So I'll send it back to you, Carlos, for the Southern California Voters Net, W6CJX. Bob, over.
I'm always excited to hear about updates on the annual Papa System expedition to Santa Cruz Island that you head up, which gives you all the credibility in the world to be the designated Commodore here of the Papa System. So thanks, Bob, for all you do with that. I know it's a lot of work planning that and staying on top of when those reservations open up to the national park system, isn't it, I think? Well, we'll look forward to hearing how that progresses and hopefully participating in that one if it opens up. But otherwise, if it doesn't, we were excited also to hear last year about the potential you mentioned of doing it up at Lake, I think it's Cachuma. I've never been there, I can't remember the name, but I remember it because there was a lot of crewing, Olympic rowing that I think or training or regattas that happen on that lake, or one that sounds just like it up there. So anyway, I look forward to seeing how it all pans out this year for the annual Papa expedition. Thanks for the updates on the Papa system. That's all we have so far. If you'd like to check in and you've been listening for a while, we hope that you will this morning. Please come down with your call sign. This is WA7ER.
K7 CFO.
Bob, we're getting worried. We were going to miss you this morning. Good morning.
Morning, Carlos, and everybody in the net. I am playing with some YouTube stuff right now, but the big goal for the day is taking the boat out. I'm going to take out some guests down in Dana Point. We got some winds, but it's always sunny in Dana Point. I swear they have this like high pressure bubble that works off the cliffs there, and I'm looking at the live webcam right now. And it looks pretty good. It looks like it's blowing, I would guess, like 10 knots or so. And I'm probably going to do something naughty today and download an AIS receiver and try to find the dolphin boats to take my guests out to go look for some fishies. So, yeah, I'm excited to go down the boat and start it up and work everything and make sure everything works. I'll try to fix 2 or 3 things that break. That are broken, so that the 4 more things that do break, I'm only 1 behind. That's kind of my rule. And other than that, just really enjoying my Sunday. Have my coffee here, and everything's going good, and really enjoyed the net today. Back to you, and hope everybody has a wonderful day. K7 CFO, back to net control.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Nick, and thanks also for taking on the mantle of being the Chief Technology Officer of BoatersNet. We're excited to see the net broadcasted from the net control station, streamed, I should say. And be safe out there, and using AIS to figure out where the fish are. For those that don't know, AIS is, I can't remember the acronym anymore. It's been so many years. But what a great digital VHF technology that is. And I've heard stories of people using AIS to see or to determine when atmospheric ducting opens up for 2 meter. When boats start popping up in Honolulu, you know that atmospheric ducting is wide open. So I've never been able to hit anybody in Honolulu over 2 meter, but other people have apparently. So good luck out there today. Be safe, and good luck. Next we have N6 Easy Victor. Bob, sorry about the delay there. N6 Easy Victor WA7ER.
Good morning, Carlos. Good morning to the net. N6 Easy Victor. Encinitas. I'm hitting Papa 10 right now. For some reason, my handheld drops out the code when I turn it back on the next Sunday. It takes me a while to figure out that I got to re-enter the code. So I'm back up. Tried Echolink initially, and that was not working. A lot of garble, a lot of static, and I think it's back up now. But in any case, toward the end of the hour here, Carlos, thanks very much for all that you're doing. My one voting update is I had a chance to attend J22 clinic yesterday. It was a 4.5-hour training session there in Playa. There were 6 J22s, 2 man crew, women crew in each boat, and 2 instructors in chase boats. And we practiced rapid starts, stop, go, and start, grounding leeward marks, and then we had 4 practice races. 4 races, really fun. I was paired up with Scott Ronnie, Whiskey 6 SRL, my old boat partner, and we had a big time all day yesterday. That is a fun little boat, and we had a 6 out of 6 and 3 seconds. So we did pretty good, we think. The boats that beat us in each one of the times was a different boat, so we were probably, no bragging rights, but we had a respectable day on the water. That's about it, Carlos. Thanks a lot, and look forward to continuing to maintain contact with you, especially on the Sunday morning BoatersNet. Thank you. N6 EZV, back to net.
Well, thanks for that update, Bob. It's the J22s are definitely exciting and a lot of fun, and probably the smallest keel boat on the bay, 22-foot keel boat. But it's like driving driving a Porsche around the track. So glad that was a lot of fun yesterday. And thanks again for getting N6DWF on the net last weekend. Look forward to hearing updates from him too, and enjoyed his stories that he shared about you. Well, that's all we have so far. We'll keep it open here for as long as people want to check in. So feel free to come now with your call sign. Check in the Southern California Voters Net here on the Papa System. I'm WA7ER.
6 Lima, Uniform Mike, Ron.
Well, good morning, Ron. How are things in your world?
Good morning, Carlos and the net. My world is pretty damn quiet. That's about all I can say. I can't really get home because they've really locked down the border. It requires a mandatory quarantine when you arrive in Canada for 3 days, waiting for a negative test. They put you up in a hotel until that test comes back. So, not much chance of me getting home. Back to you.
Yeah, that sounds rough. 3 days eats up a lot of vacation time to get back to Canada. Well, hopefully this will be the year that things open back up. And any idea when we might be getting the common citizen might be able to get a vaccine shot? Ron, back to you.
No idea on that. That's all. That's way out of my pay grade. So, but all those government people and how often the vaccine gets distributed and what's available. So that's way above my pay grade. Back to you.
Well, we're hoping by early June for this family, so we can enjoy a good summer along with everybody else, and get you back home for a visit. Well, thanks as always for the check-in, Ron. It's always great to hear you're still alive and kicking. We'll give it a last call here on the Southern California Voters Net on the Papa System. Last call to check in. Please come now with your call sign.
WA6JFK.